Okay, so are you ready for this?
Hit me.
All right, so today we're switching things up a bit, going for something a little different, you know?
Ooh, I like different. Lay it on me.
All right, get ready, because we're about to take a deep dive.
Ooh, a deep dive.
Yeah, into a Jurassic Park romance that's got more twists and turns than a velociraptor chase.
Oh, okay, I'm intrigued.
We're talking about Shaélynn,
Right, the paleobotanist?
head of paleobotany at Jurassic Park.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
And Cole, he's a Jurassic Park guide.
Seems like a nice guy.
Well, let's just say he's got a little bit of a crush.
Ah, so there's romance in the air.
Well, that's what we're here to figure out.
Right.
Because here's the thing.
Okay.
Shaylynn's working undercover for Biosyn,
Oh, wow, the rival company.
a rival company.
So there's more to it than meets the eye.
Exactly.
Okay.
So is she genuinely falling for Cole?
Hmm.
Or is he just a pawn
A pawn in her game?
in her corporate espionage game?
This is juicy.
Now, to help us unravel this mystery,
Okay.
we've got excerpts from 3 of their dates,
3 dates. Oh, that's interesting.
each one in a totally different setting.
Yeah.
Plus, and this is the good part, we have access to Shaylynn's internal monologues.
Oh, so we get to see what she's really thinking.
Exactly. And let me tell you, they are eye-opening.
I bet. To be a fly on the wall during those dates.
It's like having a secret decoder ring
A decoder ring. I like that.
for her actions.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so date #1
Okay, first date jitters.
takes place at the Jurassic Cafe.
The cafe casual.
You know, the park's casual dining spot.
Right, right.
It's your classic first date scenario,
Okay, but with dinosaurs.
but with the added possibility of
Nah.
a T-Rex sighting.
Okay, that adds a little spice to things.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
Shaylynn's not there for casual conversation,
Oh, she's got an agenda.
while Cole's fumbling through small talk.
Bless his heart, trying to impress her.
The excerpts start with Shaélynn, already on edge,
Yeah.
worried about a botched meeting with a journalist,
Right?
someone named Shivak Garland,
Mm-hmm.
plus a friend of hers, Cameron, has gone completely silent.
Yeah, it's very cloak and dagger.
Yeah, very cloak and dagger.
Yeah.
But on top of all that stress,
Oh, yeah.
she's got to maintain this perfect facade of a loyal engine employee.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, talk about pressure.
Yeah.
What I thought was interesting is how the author uses Shaylynn's morning routine
Mm-hmm.
to highlight that pressure. It's
Yeah.
not just about choosing the right clothes, it's about meticulously crafting an image, projecting an air of confidence and competence.
Every detail is calculated.
This seemingly mundane morning routine actually reveals a lot about Shaylynn's character.
Oh, absolutely. It shows that she's a master manipulator, someone who understands the power of appearances.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not just a scientist, she's a chameleon, adapting to her surroundings, playing the role she needs to play in order to survive.
Wow. I never thought of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder what kind of training Biosyn puts their agents through.
Oh, right. I mean, think about it. She arrives at the Jurassic Garden looking cool and collected, but underneath it all, she's a double agent.
Right?
Working for a rival company tasked with infiltrating Injin's inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
That takes serious guts and a lot of skill.
And then we've got Cole waking up on a beautiful tropical island,
Yeah.
thinking about his team meeting. And oh yeah, that intriguing paleobotanist he met the other day. It's almost like a rom-com,
It is.
except with velociraptors thrown in for good measure.
Ex-
But it's such a contrast.
Oh, the contrast is striking.
Yeah.
While Shaélynn is focused on deception and espionage, Cole is dealing with the everyday challenges of running a dinosaur theme park.
Right.
You know, safety protocols, visitor behavior,
Yeah.
managing a team of guides. These are his concerns.
Yeah.
He's so earnest, so focused on making Jurassic Park a success.
Yeah, he even seems genuinely excited about seeing Shaélynn again.
He does.
Remember their awkward first encounter?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's clear he's smitten, but
Yeah.
he's also a bit clumsy, unsure how to approach her.
Yeah.
And that's precisely what makes him such an easy target for someone like Shaélynn.
So they end up meeting at the Jurassic Cafe.
Right.
And you can practically feel the awkward tension. Shaélynn is clearly impatient with the crowds and Cole's attempts at small talk.
Yes,
But she's got to play along.
she does.
And the way the author lets us inside Shaylynn's head is brilliant.
Oh, it's so good.
We see her disdain for Cole's lack of social graces, her annoyance with his naive optimism.
Right.
And meanwhile, poor Cole is just trying to make a good impression.
I know, he's trying so hard.
He's completely oblivious
Totally.
to the fact that he's being played.
He has no idea.
This scene is a masterclass in showing not telling.
It is.
We see how skillfully Shaélynn manipulates him.
Yes, exactly. It's like watching a chess match,
Yeah.
with Shaélynn planning several moves ahead.
She weaves in these seemingly innocent questions
Oh, sneaky.
about the park's safety measures,
Okay.
all while complimenting Cole's knowledge and experience as a guide.
So she's using his ego against him.
It's masterful manipulation disguised as flirting.
It's like a spy movie.
It really is.
Wow.
And what's even more impressive is how she deflects any personal questions,
Oh, keeping the focus on him.
keeping the focus on Cole and the information she needs
She's in control.
right from the start.
So she's calling the shots.
It's like she's the director,
Oh, I see.
and Cole's just reading his lines.
He's got no idea.
But here's the question that keeps nagging at me.
Okay, what is it?
Does she feel any genuine attraction to Cole?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Or is it all an act?
Yeah, is there a spark there?
And this is where those internal monologues become so valuable.
Okay, let's hear it.
In one passage, Shaélynn admits to finding Cole attractive, even charming.
Oh, so there's something there.
But then she immediately reminds herself
Of
her
her-
mission
Right, stay focused.
and the importance of maintaining emotional distance.
So she's trying to keep her head in the game.
It's like she's battling with her own feelings.
A classic internal conflict.
Exactly. So it seems like there might be a flicker of genuine interest there,
A flicker, but is it enough?
but she's actively suppressing it
For suppressing it, for the mission.
for the sake of her objective.
Right, right.
It just adds this whole other layer
A layer is complexity.
to their interactions, doesn't it?
Absolutely, it makes you question everything you see.
And then she pulls off this amazing feat of spycraft,
I know, right?
slipping away from Cole's team meeting and infiltrating his office.
She's good.
It's not just about downloading files. She plants spyware,
Right.
ensuring she'll have ongoing access to Cole's computer.
Constant surveillance.
Oh, can you explain that a little? I'm not exactly a tech wizard.
Okay, so think of it as a tiny program that secretly records everything Cole does on his computer.
Oh.
Emails, documents, even passwords.
Oh, wow.
It's like having a fly on the wall, constantly watching and listening.
That's both impressive and terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Talk about an invasion of privacy.
I know.
But I guess that's the world of corporate espionage.
Exactly. And the fact that Shaélynn pulls this off so effortlessly speaks volumes about her skills as a spy.
But what's even more fascinating is that she actually finds Cole's files rather disappointing.
I know, a little anticlimactic.
Yeah, nothing too sensitive, just the usual park reports and personnel files.
You're right.
I guess even in Jurassic Park, office work can be a drag.
You would think that, but I have a feeling this is just the calm before the storm.
Okay.
Remember, Shaélynn is playing the long game here.
Mhm.
She's not looking for a quick payoff.
Right.
She's building trust, gathering information, waiting for the right moment to strike. You know what strikes me about Shaélynn? Her incredible ability to compartmentalize.
Yeah.
She's juggling these two identities, the charming paleobotanist and the cutthroat corporate spy, and
Right.
she's doing it flawlessly.
It's like she's wearing a mask, right?
It is.
Putting on this performance for Cole while constantly calculating her next move. But even though she sees Cole as a pawn in her game,
Yeah.
there are these moments where she seems genuinely drawn to him.
Absolutely. And I think that's what makes her character so compelling.
Right.
She's not just a cold-hearted villain.
Yeah.
She's a complex individual with conflicting desires. She recognizes Cole's sincerity, his kindness, and on some level, I think she admires that.
Yeah.
It's such a stark contrast to the world. She inhabits a world of secrets and betrayal.
It's almost like she sees a glimmer of the person she used to be in him
Interesting.
before Biosyn, before the tragedy that hardened her.
That's a really insightful observation.
Yeah.
And it raises the question, can someone like Shaélynn, someone who's so deeply entrenched in deception, ever truly find redemption? Or is she destined to become the very thing she despises?
That's a question that keeps popping up throughout these excerpts, isn't it?
It does.
Can innocence survive in a place like Jurassic Park?
Right.
It's a place where wonder and danger coexist, where the lines between science and exploitation are constantly blurred.
Exactly. And Cole represents that innocence, that belief in the inherent goodness of scientific discovery.
Yeah.
He's still in awe of the dinosaurs, still excited about sharing that wonder with the world.
But he's also starting to see the cracks in the facade.
Yeah.
He's witnessed firsthand the dangers of unchecked ambition, the casual disregard for safety that led to the Carcharodontosaurus incident.
Right.
And he's grappling with his own role in that tragedy.
Remember how he talks about feeling guilty for betraying Tim Murphy's trust?
Yeah.
He shared information with Josh Solomon.
Yeah, that weighs heavily on him.
It does.
You can't blame him for feeling responsible.
No, you can't.
And that guilt, that sense of vulnerability, makes him even more susceptible to Shailynn's manipulations.
Right. She's preying on his desire to do the right thing, his need to make amends. She's playing the role of the confidant, the understanding friend, while all the while extracting information and solidifying her control over him.
It's a classic case of the spider and the fly.
It is.
And it's all the more disturbing because Cole genuinely wants to believe in her,
Yeah.
wants to see the good in her.
Speaking of motives, you know what I find really intriguing?
What's that?
We still don't know exactly what biosyn is after.
Right.
What's their end game here?
Well, Shaélynn did mention that they were monitoring Cole's computer.
Right?
Maybe they're trying to steal InGen's research, sabotage their operations, or even gain control of the park itself.
Those are all possibilities for sure. But remember,
Yeah.
biosyn has a history of unethical behavior going all the way back to the original Jurassic Park incident.
Right.
They were willing to steal dinosaur embryos, endanger lives, all in the pursuit of profit.
So you're saying they might be up to something even more sinister this time around?
I wouldn't rule it out, and that brings us to Isla Sorna.
Okay.
Both Shaélynn and Cole are heading there, but with very different objectives.
Right.
Cole is going in blind, following orders, while Shaélynn has a very specific agenda.
That's like two ships passing in the night, except these ships are loaded with secrets and headed straight for a storm.
And you know what makes this even more terrifying?
What's that?
We know from the Jurassic Park lore that Isla Sorna is essentially a lost world,
Right.
a place where dinosaurs roam freely unchecked by human intervention. It's a breeding ground for chaos.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
What?
I think the dinosaurs are more than just a backdrop in this story.
Oh, I agree.
They represent the unpredictable forces of nature, the raw power that humanity is constantly trying to control. And in a place like Isla Sorna, that control is tenuous at best.
So you're saying that even with all their technology, all their planning,
Yeah.
both biosyn and InGen are ultimately at the mercy of these prehistoric creatures.
Absolutely, and that's what makes this story so compelling.
Right.
It's not just about human drama. It's about the hubris of humanity, our constant struggle to tame the wild. And on Isla Sorna, that struggle is about to reach a fever pitch. You know, as we're talking about this, I'm struck by how the author uses these two characters to explore the deeper themes of Jurassic Park. It's not just about dinosaurs. It's about the choices we make, the consequences of our actions, and the delicate balance between wonder and destruction.
It's a story that resonates with us on a primal level, reminding us of the awe-inspiring power of nature and the fragility of our own existence.
And in the hands of a skilled storyteller, even a seemingly simple tale of corporate espionage can become a profound meditation on the human condition.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Jurassic Park.
But what I find so interesting is how their journeys kind of mirror the bigger ethical questions of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we've got Cole grappling with his choices, questioning if his whole idealistic vision of the park can even survive. It's like a crisis of faith, realizing that wonder comes with a pretty hefty price tag.
And then you've got Shaélynn, hardened by tragedy, living in a world where morals are basically extinct, like the dinosaurs she studies.
Exactly.
She represents that slippery slope where you'll cross any line for power and profit.
I think there are like two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Two different reactions to the power humans have now with genetic technology. Cole's wrestling with the responsibility of playing God.
Yeah.
And Shaélynn, she's like embraced it, weaponized it even.
Do you think someone like Shaélynn can ever break free from all that manipulation and deceit?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, she's so good at her job, but there are these moments where she seems almost regretful. Like she knows the path she's on, but can't change course.
Maybe that's why she's drawn to Cole's optimism.
Could be.
Like she sees a reflection of who she could have been.
I think you're right. That tension makes her so interesting.
Yeah.
We can't just call her a villain. She's more like a warning sign. You know, what happens when ambition wins over ethics?
It's like the author saying in this world of Jurassic Park, where the boundaries of nature are being pushed so far,
Yeah.
it's easy to lose sight of our own humanity.
Exactly. And the dinosaurs are always there, those majestic creatures,
Yeah.
as a reminder of the power and the danger of science.
You know, as we talk, I keep thinking about that line from the movie.
Which one?
Life finds a way. It seems so simple,
Yeah.
but it gets at the power and unpredictability of nature.
That's true, and in a way that sums up the whole Jurassic Park story.
Yeah.
No matter how much we control it, nature always comes back sometimes with bad consequences.
And that's the lesson, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can make dinosaurs bring them back, but we can't ever really tame them.
Nope.
The more we try, the more we become victims of our own arrogance.
Wow. That's a powerful thought. I think you nailed the whole Jurassic Park idea right there.
Well, thanks.
That's what makes these stories so good.
Yeah.
They make us think about our relationship with nature, our place in everything.
You've given us a lot to consider today.
It has been fun.
It's been a great deep dive into Jurassic Park,
It has.
exploring not just the science and adventure, but the ethics at the heart of it all.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure talking to you as always.
Likewise.
And to our listeners out there, keep thinking about these questions.
Yeah.
What would you do in Cole's or Shaylynn's shoes?
Right. What does the future hold for Jurassic Park?
Thanks for listening.